This is the shot you guys have all been waiting for. It's the brushing teeth shot.
Glamorous part of their life. I thought we were going for a hike.
Yeah, I don't know. A nap could be very nice right now.
Good morning, everyone. This is a day in the life in our van. Let's get started here. First things first, the toilet. While I'm going to the toilet, someone else over here will remain in bed.
Wow.
Is someone else awake over here? This is the shot you guys have all been waiting for. It's the brushing teeth shot. As you can see, we just use our kitchen sink. So the plan today is to maybe do some hikes and maybe check out some wineries around Duncan on Vancouver Island. We got some good news overnight. We just found out from one of our friends who lives on the island that she has a pretty cool campground that we might be able to go and park ourselves in front of the ocean all by ourselves. That's actually closed, but she has access to it. So we're really hoping we can do that and just be in nature and maybe get around to a van tour. Good morning! Time to put the bed up. Oh, take my keys off first. This is the safety, just to make sure that the bed doesn't fall down on us while we're driving or while we're just hanging out. There's two of them. So for breakfast, we typically use Vegemite on our toast. It's not easy to come by here in Canada. It is a Australian delicacy. The caviar of Australia, some might say. And it's hard to get in Canada, so we ordered 12 of these containers from some store near Toronto that does British and Australian imported foods. And this allows us to have our delicious breakfast every day with Vegemite.
So we've just decided what hike we're gonna do today. We're gonna go out to a lake and do a hike around the falls there. And so I've just reached out to a couple on Boondockers Welcome, which is a website we use to find accommodation. And I've requested to stay in their driveway for the night. So it's right around where we're gonna do the hike. So fingers crossed they accept us. The cook never cleans. That's on me.
Never cleans. That is why I always cook. Psych.
What's happening?
I am just filling up our water. So the gentleman here where we are staying has kindly offered us the ability to fill up our water. So it's always good to fill up our water whenever we get a chance. You can't always find it everywhere you want during the winter. And here's the view from our Boondockers Welcome host last night. He just has an absolutely beautiful spot here, right on the bay. Look at that. It's gorgeous. Just front and center. He said sometimes he gets otters that come up onto his yard. Absolutely gorgeous. Just checking all the drawers, making sure it's all locked.
Everything's locked and loaded.
All right, we're on our way.
Ready to go.
And we also just got approved to stay at host name 0280. I'm sure we'll learn their name though. But they approved us to come and stay in their driveway. So we are off to Cowichan or Cowichan, however you pronounce it. We're going to that lake and we're going on a little hike. So let's get going. I think this is a nice, beautiful road. We might just pull over up here and take up the drone and catch some shots of Benji driving down this windy pine road.
So we were about to go hiking and then had to do a little turnaround and come park here. Why is that, Max?
We don't like to go number 2 in our toilet. We don't have a fancy compost toilet because we don't want to spend $1,000 US on it, and we don't want to clean number 2 in our toilet. So we typically try to find public toilets that we can use. We've been pretty successful so far, so that's what I'm going to do right now. Okay, we have just arrived at our trailhead. We are just going to make ourselves a little snack. It's approaching lunchtime, and we want to make sure that the person behind the camera there doesn't turn into a hangry monster. So we're just going to have a quick lunch and then set off on our 6 to 7 kilometer hike. As we can see here, Max has some turkey breast, and Oksana has some
Very good pepperoni. We just picked this up at a shop in Victoria, was it?
Yep.
And it's by the Very Good Butchers. And it's plant-based pepperoni.
How is
Pretty
it?
delicious.
Yeah?
A little spicy.
Ooh.
Nice add to the wrap. I thought we were going for a hike.
Yeah, I don't know. A nap would be very nice right now. Just a little shut-eye.
So there you have it, folks. All we do is eat and sleep in this van.
That's what bears do. Hibernate.
Well, I didn't get to do my nap, so we are on the way.
Off we go. Nap tomorrow.
First things first, let's check out the map, make sure we know where we're going. Outline where we're going. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And we go all the way.
Here.
Yeah, and then we cross, and we go all the way back.
There's no trail here. Are you sure?
Over here. Let's look at this map.
Go there.
There we go.
We're on trail. There we go. There's a trail. Sending me ahead?
Yep.
One of the bears?
There's no bears on the island, silly.
Why are you carrying bears?
I'm just teasing. There might be. And it's not cold enough for them to be hibernating. No, we want to see bears. We want to see them. Stop that.
Which way?
I don't know. The path kind of disappeared on us.
You think it's this path?
I think so.
Okay.
All right, we are back from our hike. It didn't go as long as we had hoped. It is getting quite dark quite early, around 4:30, and because it's cloudy today, it'll probably get dark around 4 or 4:15. So we kind of had to take a shortcut back, but we have to get going because we have to go to our Boondockers welcome post for tonight. Because we typically like to arrive when it's still light out, so we can see the house and see where we're parking and all that kind of stuff. So we got to get on our way so we don't miss our check-in time, and so we can have some food and maybe some vino. Let's go. Time to put the windows back up.
This is the
Or down.
glamorous part of van life.
I hope you guys aren't too bored by our video today. But most days of van life are just what we did today. There's nothing exciting. There's no overlooking cliffs and beautiful sunsets every day. This is just a Rio day. If anything, I'd say Oksana and I have barely argued today. So it's maybe not like a typical day. We always wear our masks when we get to our Boondockers welcome. We've just said hello to the gentleman. He has told us where we can park, and we've just parked here kind of beside his house. He has his own Class C motorhome beside us here. And I'm just going to hook us up with power, because one of the lovely things about staying here is they often lend you some power from their house, which means hot water for Oksana and unlimited electricity for cooking and not having to worry about our battery.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird time to be traveling right now because of COVID. So they even said, you know, normally they'd invite us in and share the stories and have some wine together, maybe even share a meal, but obviously because of COVID, that's a big no-no. So we're gonna stay packed and they're gonna stay inside, and there's very limited interaction, but we're still grateful for it because it gives us a space to park safely. All right, let's go get set up.
Oksana's straight into the wine. I have my coffee over here I still need to drink. But Oksana has priorities. Cheese,
Like a wine and cheese kind of.
cheese, cracker, and delicious vino.
And since we only have one glass now, because the other one broke, only one of us can drink anyway.
How did the other one break? Whose fault was that?
No idea.
Cheers.
Cucumbers? Oh, pulling out my vegan pepperoni again.
I mean, if we're doing a charcuterie, then we have to have a little bit of something that looks like.
Is this typical, Oksana? Do we typically watch shows before dinner? Or is someone addicted to The Queen's Gambit on Netflix?
I have to say, one of the hardest things about living in a van is having to come up with what to cook every single night. And I know it's a problem that people have in houses, but it's extra challenging in the van. And also, we travel full time and we eat out all the time. This is not a problem we have to deal with until now. So today, we're gonna have salmon, and I'm gonna attempt to make a green mango salad, which I've made before, but never in a van. So this will be interesting. Meanwhile, Max is catching up with a friend.
The cook never cleans. Oksana cooked today. And when she cooks, she leaves the biggest mess ever.
Basically, all we do in this van is eat, sleep, watch movies, and clean.
Let's go back to a cheap Southeast Asian country like Bali, where we can eat out every day.
But Benji can't come.
Ship Benji to Bali. It is hot in here.
It's currently 7 degrees.
That's why. It's 7 degrees out, which means in our van, it's 24 degrees.
I like it cozy.
And like our heater right now is not even on. It's on 9 degrees, our heater, which is like one of the lowest it can go. And it's still hot.
When do
Now,
we turn off the heater?
I think that could be a good idea.
I think that's a great idea.
Because honestly, I think at like 10 degrees, we don't even need the heater on at all in the van. Because it typically between the air we breathe out and all that, it stays warm. So heater off. There we go. And this is pretty much Oksana every night after dinner. Drinking tea, eating chocolate, and working. And she would do this until I beg her to move the bed down.
Pretty happy here in my nook.
I know you are. Time to put away the computer?
My work here is done.
Ooh, what a nice drawer.
Yeah, we haven't shown this to anyone yet. One day you guys will get a van tour, one day.
Ooh, who did that drawer?
Oh, this guy.
This guy you know?
This guy I know.
Ooh, perfectly cut out. Ooh. Back to where we all started. What goes up must come down. Now it's time for the bed to come down again. Go. Safety's off. And the bed comes down. So typically what I do at the end here, just make sure it goes all the way to the right as far as possible. So I'm going to fall down through the crack. Crack kills. And there we go. Bed is ready. The second most anticipated video of today. How Oksana brushes her teeth.
I also do it in the morning, I promise.
No, we take turns. I go in the morning and she goes at nighttime. Hashtag realities of van life. 1 toothbrushing per day. What's going on there, Oksana? Last time we checked in, you were brushing your teeth with charcoal toothpaste.
Just got a bit all over my face.
Oh,
Don't
yeah?
mind me.
Oh yeah? Finally coming to bed. Jeez.
Finally. Alright folks, it's lights out.
But it's time for some Netflix.
More like Netflix time. See you in the morning.
That's it for today.